Queen Common Sense coming back to you from the Chi-Town Holding It Down remix to the Cackalack of Sticks, y'all. Phew, today was a day for me. I hope everyone out there is blessed, comfortable, keeping it 100 at all times, and drinking your alkaline water, making sure you get your activity in. If you can't do it every day, at least try to do something every other day. I tell you, my son knew exactly what he was doing when he bought me a puppy because he was like, Mom, you don't never go anywhere anymore. I was like, well, y'all were my purpose. You gave me so much purpose, and now that you are pretty much self-sufficient, you know, hey, I don't really want to trifle with too many folks out there. It's a hard act to follow when you have such amazing people looking back at you grown. So yeah, I'm still trying to keep a do-right shoes on and behave myself over here, and not let, you know, people trigger me too much because complex PTSD is a very fine tightrope, and um, coming out of fight or flight mode, the body, needs time to restore those things that it was not able to maintain during that long spell of trauma and abuse. But that's what I'm going through. I'm just mending myself spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. We doing that damn healing surgery over here. So today was a little bit emotional for me, because I had a couple of Karen episodes in 1 week, and it blew me a little bit. And me, I go deep with it. I think about stuff and I ponder upon it, and I take away from it what I can. If nothing, I leave that shit on the floor like Tupac said, keep it pushing. So I just wanted to come back and talk about the audacity of the Caucasity, okay? Because somebody showed me one of the clips that I'm going to share with y'all, and then I scrolled past the other one that I'm going to share. So there's two total clips of the audacity of the Caucasity of these here clear women of no color, and the recklessness, you know, that they display, and karma boomerang right back around and smack them in the back of the head, okay? And they in their identity crisis, culture vulture, moon shaped head. I just, you know, I was at a loss for words with the first one, with the first clip that I'm going to share, because I wasn't shocked. I was really disgusted and mortified at the cognitive dissonance and how shameless some of these low frequency mouth breathers are. And it's alarming in a more wicked way instead of a shocking way. I'm not shocked by anything that these type of individuals do anymore. I'm more stunned at the audacity of the Caucasity. Okay. So we're gonna get right to it, family, and I'm just gonna play it, okay, and then we're gonna circle the block, bend the corner, and discuss a little bit, okay? Then we're gonna move on to the other one. Now, brace yourself, trigger warning. I don't want to offend anyone out there who also shares the same type of disgust as I. And I can comfortably say that it's probably the majority of you that might listen to this video will find what I'm going to share quite disgusting, and confirming at the same time. Just, just peep this, fam. I try not to disappoint. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and bring, like I said, we're gonna spin the block and have a little chat about it real quick. I might jump in here and there, you know how I do, because I am an outspoken person. I'm an empath. Energy doesn't lie. And when the channels come through, sometimes I can't stop them hoes. I just got to, express. So we're gonna do this here like we do. Shout out to Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Ritchie. Okay. Y'all peep this. We just gonna get right on in here with it. Okay. We just gonna get right on in here with it. Let's peep this. Listen good, y'all. Check this out.
Respect. Y'all need to be like Candace Owens because y'all ain't in this world. Like seriously, you're literally the reason for the downfall of the black community. That's a fact. You guys are the reason you dumb bitches want to raise these black men and then holler at the black men when they do you dirty and leave you. You dumb bitches raise these men. You raise them. The only good thing that you black bitches do is give birth to black men. That's it. And then all y'all want to holler all the time. Every time women of any other race do anything, we want to be black. Bitch, why the f- we want to be black? You don't even want to be black. Really? No. If I could come back and be black, I'd be a black man, not a black woman. The f- out of here. Why the f- would I want to be a black bitch for? You all are the most bitter, racist, crusty ass bitches I ever seen in my life. The only time you see black women actually be classy, please, them days is over. Them Claire Huxtables, they don't exist anymore. There might be a little handful of women that like that still left, but the rest of you want to be like Suki Hana and Sexy Red, and you're nasty. Go wash your hair, go change your sheets, and go take care of your ass baby. You the mad one, bitch, and you gonna stay mad for the rest of your life. Me, I'm good. I'm straight. Been that way from day one. Yeah, stay jealous.
With millions watching and
Y'all heard it. Okay. It gets better. Okay. It gets better. Okay. So hang with me, y'all. Hang with me.
In and out. I'm gonna do the best I can. It's a time like this. I wish I could channel the senator's grandmother. I really wish I could channel that wisdom right now. Said a lot. According to Taylor Ayana, Black Chicago hairstylist, the Karen loctician Jamie Marie Smallwood of Florida, was going off about Black women when Taylor said, white people and or Europeans didn't know how to wash themselves properly until the Moors taught them. This was in response to Smallwood saying Black women were dirty, not washing their hair as much as white women. After more racially vicious language via messenger and voice messages, Smallwood would eventually block Taylor, as many online would also step up to out Smallwood's rampant Karenicity. I'm disgusted. I want to put like some garlic or something around my neck, whatever I can to protect kryptonite something.
The audacity of the Caucasity, cognitive dissonance, textbook definition. Let's go, fam.
Mother of Smallwood's husband even contacted Taylor via TikTok to say she no longer spoke with her son because of Smallwood. Mother wanted to apologize, however, for the vitriol and stated she didn't raise her son that way. The mother would even note the 48-year-old Karen was 18 years older than her 30-year-old son with kids his age. I try not to get in other people's business. You should probably not lash out at others when We're not sure about the stuff in your backyard, your kitchen, your purse. Taylor would go on to share almost several years' worth of reviews from Smallwood's Facebook business pages that repeated how she was a bad-mannered, ignorant racist who liked Black money but not Black people, or breastfeeding mothers. Just look at it. Many reviews would point out horrible styling skills, a desire to be Black, but was fine with Black Americans being shot by racist cops and even allegedly using the N-word. She is another one, Senator, she's another one that isn't hiding who she is, Senator. So that Wolf Fox thing you talked about?
This is really how these people feel about us. For real. They are uncorrigibly jealous and envious because they are empty, soulless, walking zombies. They are not human. They don't have a soul. And believe you me, they would say it. More of them would express it this way if they had the unmitigated gall to do so. A lot of them are too afraid to really come out this bold. So it comes out in the passive aggressive ways that we have shared in the past, the recent past of, I hope you didn't let your dog relieve himself in my yard, you know, pining and reaching for any excuse to engage with a Black woman that they emulate yet have so much hate for. Let's go. Here comes a senator. I absolutely adore this queen. Talking about keeping it one band. Let's go.
Your grandmother's saying, what do we make of this?
Yeah, the Wolf Fox, Minister Malcolm X, and Grandma more nerd than the brass a monkey. Sharon, I'm telling you, I'm trying to keep it PG. I'm trying to keep it together. I just want to say to folks that just because somebody goes on a rant and they say that is a fact or these are the facts behind that rant does not make it the facts. She's the one that is jealous, obviously jealous of Black women. And you know what? I understand. I do. Because mitochondrial DNA, mitochondrial Eve. Let me just go and break this down for folks like her who don't understand that genetically all life, and I mean all life, originated on the continent of Africa.
Sorry, it's
okay,
true.
Lucy, and she was named that because when they were digging up the artifacts, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, I think by the Beatles, was playing at the time, and that's why they named her Lucy. But I want this chick, because that's what she is, the ultimate Karen, to do a little studying, a little history. When you say you hate Black women, you really hate your mama. Because we are, baby, not just because I'm saying it, the science backs it up. We are the prototype. That's number one. Number two, Black America, please. There are plenty of locticians who respect you and who.
You heard what she said, fam. Loctician. Now, don't get me wrong. I have had a woman of no color style my natural hair once. Okay. And that's because I didn't have access to my own cosmetician, my braider. So I removed my kinky twist before I locked up and I let her shampoo, condition, and trim my fro. And that particular European woman who had a touch of Karen, but see, I was still in the city then. So, in Chicago, okay, these type of low vibrational mutants, they know better. Okay. So She had a touch of Karen because I had a lot of hair, and it was mine. And all of my children at the time who were teens and young adults had a lot of hair then too, and we were all froed out. So it bothered her because we didn't fit the stereotype of the pickaninny, nappy-headed, disgusting, sour scalp Black people who don't know how to care for their own hair and constantly, want to emulate or adopt a different hair texture with, you know, the things we use as accessories, wigs, weave, things like that. You know, Black women who are conscious understand that a wig is just an accessory, it's a protective style. And that's not some part of us. We understand that, you know. So this Karen trimmed me up, gave everybody a good old 1-2 shampoo conditioner. And she got upset with me because I would not let her continue to manipulate my two sons' hair by braiding it. I said, I just want, we're from out of town. We just need a quickie, and I got cashola for you and a nice tip if you can get us in. And she did that. And I think she thought that she was going to get an invitation to the barbecue, and she did not. We were not impressed. We were cordial, paid, tipped very nice, and we exited very gracefully. And that really bothered her. So, they don't like being told no. What they don't like when, let me clarify, they don't like when Black women tell them no. It's true. So again, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. I really don't give a good damn. I'm going to tell the truth of what I have lived through dealing with these incorrigible, impossible, obnoxious, low frequency people of no color, especially their females, who are so inconsiderate and lack self awareness to where they feel entitled to glean your energy, force you to have a conversation with them, and even be so much as rude enough to interrupt a conversation you're having with someone else to acknowledge them as a total stranger. So this particular stylist was very upset because I did not want her further manipulating my son's crowns. It's wash and go. Give us a nice fluff and we're good because we look good. We don't have to do anything to our hair and style it up, iron it out, braid it up. We can just go like that. Any melanated person can just let their hair go and it's already beautiful. So we had forgot something at the salon. So we double bagged to grab it the next day. And she, held on to it for me. And I just ran in to grab it. I thanked her. And she expected more from me, and she acted like we were very familiar. And, I have a good RBF, resting bitch face. So I just gave her that blank stare like she had 6 heads. And you could see the rage seething up in her because she didn't get the acknowledgement that she was reaching for from me. And from that day forward, I held on to that as a lesson, to be very careful who we allow to manipulate our hair, and I understand now why some elders used to say, if they can't use your comb, don't bring them home. Now, that is quite primitive, yet it has a lot of truth to it. because they don't want to emulate our characteristics and mannerisms and natural uniqueness because they admire and respect us. They do so because they feel they can out black the black woman. Okay. So I couldn't have said this better myself with Senator Nina Turner. I absolutely adore her. She is sharp as a razor, fine as a tack child, and she do not play with these racist Karens with the audacity of the Caucasity. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. Okay, same channel. Another Karen with the audacity of the Caucasity who decided she was going to get up on another social media platform on TikTok and use a racial slur straight out the box, okay? Supposed to be the traditional housewife on TikTok, trad housewife. She's up here slopping something together and calling it cooking. And you know, that reckless orifice on the front of their face. Okay? Let's peep, y'all.
Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke ass and they don't care. We don't give a about your money. I couldn't care less about your money, okay?
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this.
You heard what she said, right? Let's do that again.
Married right now, they're married to broke ass and they don't care. We don't give a about your money. I couldn't care less about your money, okay?
With millions.
You heard it. I heard it. We all heard it. Okay? This is on TikTok. Now peep out what happens to Miss Karen with the audacity and her Caucasity.
Karen Tradwife TikToker uses a slur, gets instant karma. I didn't even know what it meant. Woes had to tell me in the break. Jordan, our extraordinary showrunner here. So you saw the video. This Karen TikToker Lily Gaddis says the N-word during the video. We need more, though, of an explanation. Tizzy N, TikToker, of course. He posted what would happen next. You're going to enjoy it.
So myself and others made videos about Lily Gaddis and what she does online and what I perceive as rage baiting. And I thought she really doesn't care, except for the fact that she had deleted her LinkedIn, which told me that she probably didn't want the company that she was working for knowing what she was doing. And then last night on Twitter, she made this post. Oh no, I just got fired. #mob. Honestly, I read this and I was like, until I see your company state something. But then the company put out a statement. They talked about how they were very upset when they saw what she was saying, how that does not align with what they believe and what they represent. They talked about how she didn't have access to any clients, which I'm sure is important to them anyway, but they didn't have access to clients. She was immediately pulled aside. And the takeaways are the employee in question is no longer with their company, so she has in fact been terminated. But more importantly, there was another piece of information that seemed interesting. And that was the statement, we are owned and operated by an African-American female and an immigrant-owned business. And in that video, not only does she say that word, she also says disparaging things against immigrants, specifically women, saying that they're the ones who are gold diggers. But I see the people who are like, oh, that's too much. It's too much to happen to her over one single word. It is not one single word. It is a pattern of behavior. For example, this happened last night, just in response to one person. And there's a lot of this kind of stuff on her profile. And just in case she applies at other companies that maybe don't realize and think this was a one-off incident, in the aftermath of that, rather than learning any kind of lesson, stuff like this was done. That was her tweet, and then this account, Animals, Indeed, We All Have Your Back, and she says, hell yeah. Who is that was retweeting her? Aryan HQ, as in this white supremacy propaganda pushing accounts on Twitter that supports the Aryan race, the master race theories, and posts plenty of stuff in line with that. And she saw a retweet from them and she was like, hell yeah. And you might be like, well, maybe she doesn't know what they're about. Oh no, I'm fairly certain that she does because she follows them. So she should be well aware of what they're all about. And when someone pointed that out publicly, she told them to S her D. So, classy on top of everything else. Now, she's still crying about death threats, but like I said, I don't agree with that. If you make threats of physical violence against someone like her, you're no better than she is. But just so we're clear, that's not like a one-sided thing. These are just 3 recent ones I quickly grabbed to show. But I got a ton of these after posting a video about her. Some of these, though, they alternated in fat and Jew as well. But aside from those 2 words, it's pretty much all just...
So, just in case you can't see it, it's the N word and the F word, that very ugly word that's used toward homosexuals, is what she posted as well. And we're going to stop it there, folks. With the audacity of the caucasity of these people, this is how they really, really feel. Deep within their rotten, miserable souls, and it is very imperative that we continue to pray, stay grounded and rooted, and do your work, because they are like roaches. When they start, they don't stop. Some of them don't even care if you turn the light on. Okay, because I told you I was approached by one in broad daylight, sitting at a public place, minding my own business, and 2 of them, just forced themselves on me, would not stop talking, didn't even take into consideration maybe she doesn't want to talk, maybe she's just sitting enjoying the peace. They don't like peace, they don't like order, they don't like balance. They have to tilt the scales, utilizing attention as their currency, and being the most inauthentic, disingenuous, manipulative, overbearing energy that I have, that's unmatched. It's unmatched, really. And as much as it pains me to say, I know some of my own sisters in my own culture the same way. I'm related to 2 of them who act just like European Karens, who display the audacity of Caucasity in melanated skin. Okay. So I just, wanted to rub it in a little bit because we all remember her. Okay. And Miss Jamie said, oh, we don't even want to be black, right? The first Karen, the wannabe loctician who doesn't want to be black, okay, but is laid up with Uncle Ruckus over there, thinking that she is a loctician and has the ability to understand our 9 ether. Y'all remember Rachel? You remember her? She done even try to pick out a African sounding name, baby. She hates herself so much. So we're gonna just let this rock a little bit and read a little bit. We're gonna remind ourselves about who really wants to be who. Okay, let's go.
Nkechi Amer Diallo. Nkechi Amer Diallo.
My bad. I had it highlighted.
Rachel Dolezal. Nkechi Amer Diallo, born Rachel Ann Dolezal, November 12, 1977, is an American former college instructor and activist known for presenting herself as a black woman despite being born to white parents. She is also a former National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, NAACP, chapter president. Dolezal was president of the NAACP chapter in Spokane, Washington, from 2014 until June 2015, when she resigned in the midst of controversy over her racial identity. She was the subject of public scrutiny when her parents publicly stated that she was pretending to be black but was actually white. The statement by Dolezal's parents followed Dolezal's reports to police and local news media that she had been the victim of race-related hate crimes. A police investigation did not support her allegations. Dolezal had also claimed on an application form to be mixed race and had falsely claimed that an African-American man was her father and that her brother was her son. In the aftermath of the controversy, Dolezal was dismissed from her position as an instructor in Africana Studies at Eastern Washington University and was removed from her post as chair of the Police Ombudsman Commission in Spokane over a pattern of misconduct. In 2015, Dolezal acknowledged that she was born white to white parents, but maintained that she self-identified as black. The Dolezal controversy fueled a national debate in the United States about racial identity. Dolezal's critics stated that she committed cultural appropriation and fraud. Dolezal asserted that her self-identification is genuine. In 2017, Dolezal released a memoir on her racial identity titled In Full Color, Finding My Place in a Black and White World.
Now, if anybody doesn't want to be who they are, it would be these type of Karens with the audacity of the Caucasity. You're so entitled, you feel you can self-identify as so-called black. And dare any black people to challenge you. Okay? Okay. You see the audacity of the Caucasity right here? This was just 2015, 2014. And we don't know how long Doziel had been perpetrating this fraud until it was uncovered and exposed when it was. You understand? Now I want to give a deeper insight as to why I don't accept or tolerate any European woman or male calling me girl. I hope now it resonates a little better with those who might have a problem with me checking the audacity of the Caucasity of one of these type of females stepping to me as a stranger, questioning me why I'm sitting in a public place, or approaching me when I'm minding my own business to engage and try to pull me outside of my character. Huh? Because no matter where Black women go, no matter what we do, no matter how exclusive we try to make our safe spaces, whether it be the boule and the sororities, the Greek life, whether it be Black girls rock, whether it be all inclusive of Black Lives Matter, that scam, sham, they must and they feel obligated to insert themselves into anything Black women are doing that does not include them. Okay? Period. I can get a pencil and a piece of paper and tick off how many white women have told me they wish they could either lock their hair, they wish they could tan and be brown like my skin tone. They wish they had this skin type, clear skin like mine. They wish they had natural whatever fullness of our features. Mine are, I have high cheekbones. You know, it's a lot of things that a lot of European women have said they covet about us until the consequences roll downhill 100 miles an hour. They want to be black women, okay? But they don't want to carry the burden, stress, strife, harassment, abuse, and character assassination that comes with being a black woman, okay? Just because we are black women, we already have a strike put in a box immediately on site. Okay. So this is why I have a problem with unfamiliars acting like they're familiar. They've gotten a pass, gotten overlooked. People turn their head to it, try to have grace with them. Okay. But when it gets to this point where they are so bold as to self identify, honey, as a black woman, so bold to turn around and tell us something like this, like a coward, okay, from the anonymity and protection of a keyboard or a device they're holding. You dig? To say the vile, filthy shit that this chick said because she got checked for her attitude toward paying customers, the black dollar. Black women spend more money in America on their maintenance, upkeep, hygiene than I believe any other cultural people. Okay. So you can say this to me through a voice note and then turn around and either block or deactivated her account. Yo, you gonna get this smoke every time you step out of line with the queen. Okay. You ain't never gonna forget who you ran into and got it fucked all the way up. Okay. Ladies, we have to treat these beasts how to respect us properly and stop kiki ha ha laughing up in their face, letting them think this is cute. Okay. Because you're enabling them to be more comfortable with this type of energy that they have for us.
Respect. Y'all need to be like Candace Owens because y'all ain't in this world. Like seriously, you're literally the reason for the downfall of the black community. That's a fact. You guys are the reason you dumb bitches want to raise these black men and then holler at the black men when they.
But we raising the same black men who you exploit, stalk, harass, abuse, use the police to manipulate, control, and delete when you can't get your way or when they leave you alone and jump back over the fence to their black counterpart, black woman. Hmm? Because I don't see any black women checking for white women and trying to emulate what the fuck y'all do. Okay. And then this type of trash, yes, I said it, this type of trash, I would never patronize her business. I would never even walk in the same circles as she do. We wouldn't even breathe the same fucking oxygen in the same damn room because she's a tacky, slovenly, sloppy, arrogant, knuckle dragging mouth breather. And my grandmother used to say, if you hang around a dumpster long enough, you'll start to smell like trash. So be careful who you're seen in public with because your presentation of yourself is the most important and it matters the most. And if you present yourself among foolish people, nobody's going to be able to tell the difference who is stands out to be the intelligent one. So it's best to take your journey as a woman solo, and if you build it, the tribe will come and flock to you naturally. You don't have to chase anybody. Just be you and be proud of your blackness. Be proud of your beauty. Be proud of your Blackfoot heritage because you are the original woman. That's how my grandmother and aunts used to talk to me. Okay. So if you think that just because they tolerate us, they're civil or polite, and that girl and changing the vernacular when they switch up from speaking to a European person, then they change their vernacular and start to get real indignant and loud and ignorant and start to mispronounce and be unintelligible. Somehow that equates to blackness or the vibe of a black woman. And you think that is entertaining or you think it's complimentary for them? Imitation is the best form of flattery? No. This is how they really feel.
Do you dirty and leave you. You dumb bitches raise these men. You raise them. The only good thing that you black bitches do is give birth to black men. That's it. And then all y'all want to holler all the time. Every time women of any other race do anything, we want to be black. Bitch, why the would we want to be black? You don't even want to be black. Really? No. If I could come back in and be black, I'd be a black man, not a black woman. The out of here. Why the would I want to be a black bitch for? You all are the most bitter, racist, crusty ass bitches I ever seen in my life. The only time you see black women actually be classy, please, them days is over. Them Claire Huxtables, they don't exist anymore. There might be a little handful of women that like that still left, but the rest of you want to be like.
And my thing is, why do you care if you don't want to be black? If you don't want to be emulate black women, then why the fuck do you care if there's any classy black women left if you the epitome of class, tact, and polish and grace? Why are you critiquing a group of people that you don't fucking like and don't want to be and don't want to be like? If you're not trying to assimilate yourself to black women, why are you sitting up criticizing how trifling black women are, allegedly? This is the cognitive dissonance that I dislike. You smiling in my face to be annoying, obnoxious, and to study me to see where my weaknesses are. It's not because you, oh, I love black people. I don't have a problem with black people. I got black friends. Okay. So what does that mean to me, a total stranger? Much like when they overshare random information because they have nervous reactivity, right? They have that nervous conversation, right? And they just overshare and blurt shit out and talk over you because they don't know how to conduct themselves in the company of black folks. Some of them are so thrilled and excited because they got close enough to a black woman or a black man to be able to truly investigate. So to just throw anything out there to see what sticks, to see what will work, to see what will catch your attention enough to engage with them. And the bus driver who asked me what the fuck I was doing at a bus stop with her stupid ass. She blurted out the fact that she fostered 40 children. And I said, so what does that mean to me, though? I don't know you. I've never met you, never seen you before. What does that mean to me? I'm sitting here minding my own business. I assume you're at work. So I'm confused where this conversation is going and why would you even share that with a complete stranger? You know? I mean, really. That's how you get them together. That's how you shut them up and make them never ever approach you in that disrespectful, rude manner. If you can't say good morning and keep it pushing, then it's something wrong with you where you have to pick and poke and try to peg a reason to talk to somebody that's not checking for you. We call that thirsty. Just like when you see a mixed couple and the European female is constantly trying to make eye contact with the black woman. I've had that happen a lot. And I purposely turn my back or turn my head the other way on purpose. Because, baby, don't nobody give a damn that you with that black man. Okay? And furthermore, that's a black man that I probably would never consider, would never be on my radar. So the question is on the table, if we are such deplorable beings, you don't give a damn if there are any classy black women left or not now, do you? Because you're too busy being great in all your audacity and caucasity. Am I wrong? I mean, y'all let me know.
Suki Hana and sexy red, and you're nasty. Go wash your hair, go change your sheets, and go take care of your ass baby. You the mad one, bitch, and you gonna stay mad for the rest of your life. Me, I'm good. I'm straight. Been that way from day one. Yeah, stay jealous.
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now,
and there you have it. Shout out to Uncle Dr. Rashad Ritchie. Go over there and give him a shout, give him a click and a subscribe if you haven't already. You already know how I do. I be all over the place with all different kind of content, media streaming all the time. Even in my sleep, I listen to sound waves and different joints, you know, studying. I'm a bookworm. I like to hear what people think. I like to express myself about things that matter, things that, are real struggles, triumphs, victories. You can never stop learning. So y'all drop them eagle feathers in the comment section. Tell me what you think about the audacity of the Caucasity, child. Okay? And this ties into a lot of the things that I'm seeing on these reality shows as well. You know, where our sisters are morphing into letting the mask fall off. And now we're starting to see the real deal of who we're dealing with beneath that facade. That mask is getting heavy. It done fell down on the ground now. And before you know it, a steamroller gonna come crush that mask. And any and everything that they did not want the viewers to know, we will find out. Revelations. So with that, I'm gonna get out of here. Okay. And I hope you guys are taking good care of yourselves, really. And know that I love you and I cherish my sisterhood that's forming around this platform of healing the nation. We got to get down in there and do surgery, y'all. We have to truly embrace and love ourselves from the inside out. Every inch of who we are is the original. You heard what the senator said, Ruth, the roots of Ruth. Okay? Stop letting these bombastic European people continue to coattail ride off of exploiting the dysfunctional traits we have from being reared by ignorance and suffering from post traumatic slave disorder, passing down narcissism, abuse, and malignant traits, carrying bags upon bags of trauma from childhood unaddressed issues, closure that has not been had from tumultuous, traumatic former relationships, romantic bonds, trauma bonds, all that. It's time to do the work for real, and stop faking the funk. You see anything and anybody that's fake, whether it's social media, reality TV, senators, presidents, you name it, police, teachers, doctors, lawyers. It's a expose in mass. So that is the rapture that is spoken about in the holy book. Exposure. Do you want to be caught up in the rapture of being exposed for being fugazi? All right, then. Telling the truth and keeping it real is not popular. You're not going to glean and gain a lot of friends, followers, and fans being authentic, because I'm that friend girl that'll tell you you wrong and you know you're wrong. Think about the long-term consequences of your behavior now. And if anybody found out that you care about these events happened or you committed such and such, if it would embarrass you or cause damage to those people and yourself, why would you continue to do it? We have to talk to ourselves like that as well. So I'm going to bounce for right now. My anxiety has finally evened out because I was a little triggered when I saw that. Okay. And in this healing journey, I got to be careful what I take in as well. So I'm going to go recenter, find my chi, and we're going to lamp out the rest of the evening until we got to punch that clock tomorrow on the plantation, child. So, y'all, lock your doors, kiss your baby, say your prayers. Black love, black power. Heal the nation. Do your spiritual surgery. Drink your water. Stay hydrated. Pray and meditate. Listen as well as pray. Stop always trying to have a comeback and a clapback and just receive when people who truly love you are reaching for you to deliver a message. Okay? We're going to do a 180 with this and finally unpack these bags. All right, y'all. Peace for now. One love.